Alrighty, we should be just about live right now. Hopefully everything is up and running. Got a bit of a new setup, so hopefully things aren't too crazy over there. And everything should be nice and clear for you guys. Alright, it's been 2 weeks, 2 long weeks since our last stream. No videos in the meantime, unfortunately. But we're right back into good old Safemoon drama. There's no doubt lots of stuff going on. Let's go ahead and have a closer look what's been going on with the Safemoon token. Now, of course, what I probably should be looking at is the price, because, I mean, that is what we all care about, the Safemoon price. No good at all. Let me just open up another tab. Or 2 or 3. All right, are we back? I think we are. All right. I think we are back finally. As you can see, we are having some technical difficulties. We crashed YouTube, as we mentioned. All right, let's go ahead and try to get everything set up. It might crash again. I'm not quite sure why. I've been well, I've got a new setup. I've got a new screen, etc. So things are a little bit different. And I've got 2 graphics cards, and I think that might be causing a little bit of an issue. Hopefully not. But if I do crash again, I'll try to come back live yet again. I mean, I'll rise like a phoenix. But I think it's because I've got 2 graphics cards and I'm pulling... one's going at 4K 120 frames a second. So it's got... Yeah, it's technical, and hopefully it's not going to be an issue. But let's get right into it. There's going to be, no doubt, a lot of great information, a lot of useful information that Safemoon's going to be telling us during this Safemoon Sunday. Let's go ahead and open up Firefox as well, so we can actually listen to what's going on in the world of their safe space. And I want to make sure you guys see that as well. All right. Geez, what have you guys been doing in the past couple of weeks? There's been so much stuff going on. I've got to say that none of it really surprises me. Of course, Safemoon not on the Apple Store yet. WenWallet, who knows? But I'm very much looking forward to their excuses, because no doubt they're not going to take any responsibility. They're going to be blaming everything on Apple. Now, let's go ahead and we want YouTube Safemoon. Now, there's going to be videos coming out sooner rather than later. As well, I mean, as I keep on saying, but I mean, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at the moment. There's just nothing new, really, all that exciting when it comes to Safemoon. Just the same old, more scams. It's just crazy. Yeah, this video seems interesting.
My name is Brandon, and this is Grad. I'm 66.
Safemoon is a scam, bro. Righto. Interesting title. And that guy's probably a troll. Let's go ahead and also bring up Firefox. You guys should be able to see that. There we go. And I think we're live, and well, everything should be working as it is properly. All right. Now, another thing I should bring up is Discord, of course, because that is the safest of spaces, and that's where there's a lot of great info. But other than that, I mean, Safemoon's just been going along, plodding ahead. I mean, nothing really surprised me at this point, but I did want to show you guys one video. Of course, the ex-team members. We've got Ben Phillips. Most important question, will they serve sentence in a Utah correctional facility, a federal institution, or at Her Majesty's pleasure? Well, to be honest, I'd go with Her Majesty's pleasure, because I don't imagine the American authorities really doing too much in regards to this. And that's a sad thing. It's like these guys are going to get away with everything. I really hope the UK... I mean, I would assume the UK authorities... Like, this would be something that they actually want to go for. Like, this is just easy pickings. Low-hanging fruit. Alright, but look at this. This is Ben Phillips. So, this is Ben Phillips's Twitter account. Not Twitter account, his Instagram. This is what he posted like a week or so ago. On September the 29th. Ready? This is like a good, I don't even know what you call that, cut of steak. It is quite an impressive cut of steak, but look at that. It is plated in gold leaf. Unreal. Unreal. It's like a tomahawk cut, or whatever they call it. Unreal. These guys are just living it up. And here is our good friends. Can you guys see that? No, you don't see that. There's our good friend Jack Haynes. Singing and having a great time. Man, oh man. But I just can't even believe this thing exists. Gold plated, or covered in gold leaf. Tomahawk steak. Unreal. Man, and the Moon Boys are going to let these guys get off. Like, there's no real anger towards these guys. It's crazy. And the Safemoon price, it's actually gone up a little bit. As we can see, the bots are right back at it. Actually, hasn't really gone up. It's just bots that are triggering the price to go crazy. Let's go zoom out to some 1 hour candles, get some more information in here. Let's see what else is happening in the world of the comments. Hey, Rob, what are the main cryptos that you've bought into? I mine Ethereum, so it's mainly just a lot of Ethereum, and that's what my portfolio mainly is. Unfortunately, I sold off my Cardano literally at the end of July, which is right before it pumped. I was feeling a bit nervous. I was paper handing it, and that one definitely stung, because I mean Cardano pretty much tripled almost in the space of a month. Moon Boys are busy buying the dip. They are indeed. It's just sad, as you can see my technical analysis here. It's a bit weird because I've got like a massive TV screen that I'm streaming on, and I can't really do this. I don't know. There's so much info. Like, I can't share the whole screen. Otherwise, because I'm recording it at 1080p, bloody YouTuber problems. Gets real technical. But man, it's just straight down. Let's maybe go ahead and get... I don't know how to get more info here. Let's just go 1 day chart. All right, they are starting, it seems like. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and click this thing. Are they starting? No, it doesn't seem like they are. Let's go refresh. Should be starting imminently. There we go. Join this space. There's probably going to be further technical difficulties.
All right, welcome to another Safemoon Sunday. I'm John, I'm the CEO of Safemoon, and today I got Ryan here. Ryan, how are you doing today?
In Thailand, it must be like 3 a.m.
Great, and I'm Ryan, the global head of products of Safemoon. Happy to be here again.
So this is going to be a discussion style. So go ahead, everyone, raise your hands to get brought up onto the speaker stage, and then we'll go from there. So topics to be discussed today. We're going to go over what's going on with Apple, the iOS launch. We're going to talk about V2. We're then going to also discuss the roadmap and kind of dive into what we call main effort 1, main effort 2. Then we're going to go, if FUD hasn't been addressed during the discussion, then we'll kind of dive into a specific segment where we will do what the FUD, and then do more Q&A, community questions. So, all right, let's go ahead and kick it off. Ryan, the Apple iOS.
Yeah, so fun. So everyone that's listening, when we launch apps, especially on the iOS store, there's, like we've said before, there's always a wild card, right? There's always certain things with Apple that can get pushed back, and then you have to change some things, and then you send the ball back in their court. They look at a few things and they might send it back. With finance apps, it gets a little bit more scrutinized. So we have to make sure that everything that we're doing, even a lot of like the little legal text that we add in there, needs to be perfect. So as everyone can see right now, with what's going on, is there's just a little things that we've fixed on our side, but now it's in Apple's court. So Apple has to go through that and make sure that we did it just right. And we did, we did as to perfect spec, and all the other hundreds of apps that are out there that use Wire, in this case, also use have also set up the same exact way that we did. So we shouldn't have any other issues. But right now, the great thing about John, what we did is we open beta test this with 10,000 other Safemoon Army members. So they were able to test the app, play with it, see how well we did with it. And, you know, if they come back and Apple says, hey, you know what? This still needs to get fixed, or we need to push the ball back in your court, guess what? We're going to have 10,000 more Safemoon Army members go into that app, and we're going to be completely transparent with everything that they ask of us. And we're going to make sure that 10,000 people that get this app are going to be able to share their screenshots on our Twitter and knock out every little requirement they want. And we will make sure and see to it that the world sees that we are on top of it. Because, John, you know, I know, and the Safemoon Army knows that when it comes to features and it comes to handling business,
no one doesn't like Safemoon.
And we get it done fast. So, everyone listening, don't worry. We're going to get this app launched.
Does the Android wallet even have dark mode yet? I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
I'm waiting as well. I mainly use iOS anyways, and so I'm also waiting, you know, for iOS to launch as well. No, it's definitely been. We told people Apple is the wild card, and we're just working through the processes. You know,
Apple's the wild card. Interesting.
After we put out that first tweet, a lot of stuff broke on the developer account all of a sudden. So when we called on the support of the Safemoon Army and put out the second tweet, Ryan awoke the next morning to everything working again. So we want to thank the Safemoon Army for the support in that endeavor.
Way before
so anyway,
the end
we're really
of
excited for iOS to be launching soon. For the 10,000 people, you can't see my hands testing the quote-unquote beta. Hope you guys enjoy it. Love the feedback, and we're excited. All right. Let's open up the floor for nope. You know what? We're going to dive into V2. I think there's going to be more discussion there regarding V2. All right, V2. People have been asking. Let's get right to it. So,
it was supposed to be out already, wasn't it?
The questions was asked
End
was
of
about
September?
the burn wallet. Yeah, we're going to be using the same burn wallet. And the burn is going to be the same, basically where it leaves off with V1, it'll pick up with V2.
That's right, Bruce. That's right.
The token consolidation.
That's a reason to download the app.
Not the same thing as reverse split. If you have 100 pennies, that equals $1. So instead of holding 100 pennies, you'll be holding $1. And that, let's just leave it there. I don't want to hear about this again. You know, it's as simple as that. There's no magical master thing where you have to work through the numbers and everything. 100 pennies equals $1. All the tokens that are, you know, have been minted at the original start, supply isn't going up. Supply is only going down. We have a limited finite supply. There's no more to give out. So not a reverse split. This is a token consolidation. 100 pennies equals $1. Leave it there. So we'll be going down right now based on the
mess behind
the numbers that we've run from our end.
No good.
1 trillion total supply. Now, again, with the burn, that's going to be right around the 500 and something billion in circulation. So 1 trillion will be the new overall token supply for V2. The next item I want to talk about is, so there's a big gap and a big use case that hasn't been seeing the light of day. And that's commerce and transacting with peer-to-peers. Not in terms of buying and selling, but in terms of, hey, you know, me and my friends went out for drinks tonight. They said they take Safemoon instead of cash, so I'll pay them in Safemoon. Well, not a lot of people are going to do that because of the 10% tax. While it makes sense for buying and selling and trading, what it doesn't make sense for is commerce. So what we're going to see is a new, I'm going to call it transfer fee that takes place at 2%. While that is smaller than 10%, it's having that fee at 2%. We're going to see a larger influx of reflection volume from people, you know, using it for commerce, especially with the lower token supply and everything else that we're implementing. That 2% is really going to add up. Now, just to set the record straight, no, the 10% is still there for buying and selling. It's just not going to be there for when
at $1
you want
million
to send
of
grandma
volume,
some Safemoon or send your kids
2% is not that much.
So, we also added what we call a blacklist feature. Again, so Safemoon focuses on security, quality, and accessibility, and so this comes into the security aspect of it.
All about those things, those guys.
There's some exchanges that list tokens without their permission, and a lot of them don't start off by supporting tokenomics. And so with this quote unquote blacklist feature, what we'll be able to do is make it to where basically secure the users that we have. There's 3 levels of it. 1, withdraw only. 2, deposit only. And then 3 is completely, the gate is closed. Nothing goes in and out. So that's one of the main features there. So that's V2. What questions do we have? Let's go ahead and get some speakers up.
That was a lot of info right there, and he's just like, all right, let's get some speakers up.
Don't be shy.
So instead of 10% now, it's 2%, which changes a lot of things. Still, you're still getting taxed. And
well, in the meantime,
it changes the reflections that you get quite substantially.
Oh, we got one.
But I don't think it's going to really change the trading volume at all, because everyone knows Safemoon's a scam now. It's just
Yep, we can hear you.
70,000 or so people that are holders, and that's it.
So
that's all there really is, 70,000 holders.
Beta wallet for iOS. I was unable to import my seed phrase. It kept throwing an error at me saying it was invalid.
Unreal.
So what? So
okay,
so
Safemoon
you got
tweeted
the
something.
iOS.
Let's
What
have a look.
seed phrase did you use? Was it a previous Safemoon wallet, or was
It was
it
my trust wallet.
it was your trust wallet. Okay, so
Yes.
it was a
The
12.
Safemoon army
it
did
was
it
12
again.
Seed phrase from your trust wallet.
Approved
What was the error
Safemoon,
that was
and
thrown?
we thank you.
It was giving me a
It's not even approved yet.
invalid input error. I sent a screenshot and whatnot to the beta.
All right, this is going to be
the
a whole
wallet-
hour
wallet,
of absolutely
yeah.
nothing, which,
Okay.
Yeah.
you know, I got up for
That's weird. I haven't seen that one yet.
6 a.m.
So,
here in the morning. Now, thankfully, we did have
we'll
daylight
look for
saving.
that, and we'll try to see if we can mitigate that. That's
Man.
very odd.
Whole bunch of nothing here.
But yeah, and we'll probably ask more information about your phone and your device and all of that too as well.
Okay.
Yep.
And is it a 1,000-to-1 consolidation?
Yeah, we're going from 1 quadrillion to 1 trillion.
Yep. All right. And then I know we're not really going to touch on it, but you've been mentioning wind turbines a lot, and those are going to
2.5 million holders in
volume of the token
Safemoon.
once it gets implemented and it's actually working. When it gets working, would there be a way to implement, say,
The Fudhound and his Vietnamese
if we wanted to do add
Vietnamese
more to
coders.
that wind turbine field or whatever you got going on?
Oh god, wind
to help
turbines.
burn even more as a community, would that be possible?
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, and we'd look at it from multiple standpoints. But the wind turbines, I laugh because technical analysis is now going to have to track wind patterns and wind speeds. So have fun with that. But yeah, so it will contribute to the to the burn. It'll contribute to the buy of Safemoon. So we're really excited for that project. We're taking delivery of the first few units. Testing, working through it, and getting all the hardware, and then shipping those out to the install site once that's ready.
Awesome.
Interesting.
All right, that's all I have.
Cool.
Appreciate
Hey,
you bringing me up and everything you guys do.
Thank you. And hey, about your I'm really bad at checking my DMs, and I feel like if I check one DM, I'm always like giving preference over another person. But I see your profile photo. Send me a DM in Twitter, and then.
All right, I'm just going to mute these guys for a little bit and explain what happened with the windmills. So Braden Caroni uploaded a picture on Discord with windmills, and it set everyone on a weird tangent, thinking that they're going to be, something's going to be involved with windmills, wind turbines. Let me have it. I want to find the image. It was literally on Discord. This is where it was announced. There was an image on Discord. It was an image of wind turbines, and the people literally thought that I don't know. People just went with it, and now they're getting. There's a whole new thing. It's like owls and yeets and hoots and everything, but just with windmills now. It's interesting, to say the least. I'll find the image, but let's go ahead and start listening again. Also, let's have a closer look at
But
who's
again,
listening
Safemoon isn't just a token. That's just a portion of the overall ecosystem. While it is a very important part of the ecosystem, we are a tech company. We have a lot of products in development. We have a lot of technology that's being implemented. The wallet is one. We've got some great features coming out in regards to the wallet. Now, unfortunately, right now, Android users, you guys win this round. You guys get to enjoy it first, and iOS will be getting them shortly after once it's all approved. So, all right, let's.
That's
is that
right,
all you have, Mario?
That's exactly what
any
it
other
sounds
comments,
like
questions?
they said.
No other questions.
Technical analysis and wind patterns, etc. So the faster the wind turbine spins, the more reflections there are, or something of the sort. Man, it's unreal.
Zach.
Oh, hey guys, doing?
Meanwhile, the price of Safemoon,
So
all-time
thanks
lows.
for starting this project up. I wish I was a few weeks earlier when I saw it, but it's a fantastic project. Me and all the guys I work with are pretty much all into it. So, you already answered the question about it being 1,000 to 1. So now I'm out of questions. But hey, if you ever mention the truck,
it's also really interesting how all these questions are
hit us
all
up.
positive.
Buy you a
There's
beer or
no one
something.
really pressing you.
Zach, if you're out of questions, I have a question for you.
Sure.
What would be your favorite feature you would like to see next in the Safemoon? Why?
Dark mode.
Oh man.
Dark mode.
That's a good question. Thanks for putting me on the spot. I don't know.
Now you know how we feel.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it sucks to say it, but we're hoping Safemoon blows up. We know it's going to blow up big enough so we can actually get out of what we're doing for work for the rest of our lives, which would be great. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But
Sounds
It's
you guys
sad reality.
did
There's
so
so many
great
people that
so
have
far.
this kind of
Thank you,
mentality.
Zach.
Appreciate it, Zach.
that
No problem.
they're not going to be working
All
in the
right,
next
Crypto
couple of
Atlas, how are you doing today?
years or whatever. They're going to be able
I'm
to
doing
retire
good,
and drive
John.
Lambos.
Good to finally be able to talk with you
Unreal.
and with Ryan. I've been a big supporter of Safemoon for a while now. I hope you guys are doing good. I got a couple questions for you. So I'm kind of doing a throwback moment here. I was wondering if the Safemoon card is still something that's on the table, because from what I could recall, I think it was initially looking to be partnered with Simplex and with Apple Pay, but I know we swapped over to Wire.
Only
And then I have a
6.7
separate
thousand
question after this.
viewers, 6,700
So from the card perspective,
out of
that's a compliance
2.7
thing,
million
and
holders,
so,
supposedly.
Yes, we still plan on doing a card. Short answer.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, great. And then is the Safemoon hard wallet still something that's planning to roll out soon? Because I think its initial roadmap was for the end of summer, if I was correct.
That's right. It's well over now.
So yeah, we're looking at the hard wallet, but we want to do it in an innovative way. In all reality, for me, a hard wallet is just
I did see that
piece of
Safemoon show
paper you
video.
12-word passphrase down on with extra steps. So we're trying to find an actual, like what you would consider an actual hardware wallet in terms of what would you expect in a device that holds your crypto, and the
Look at that
security
title.
that would come from holding your crypto on a very specific device.
Safemoon lifting all cryptos.
So we're currently looking at that and trying to hit it from an innovative space. So yes, that is one of our planned product lines. It's no longer end of summer, so it's I would say it's more of an ancillary product versus a main product. But our focus is definitely the wallet first, as that right there will enable a lot of other ancillary product lines to come out.
Yeah, I mean it connects with the hardware wallet. The way that we see it is it
That's
will
right,
contribute
Oliver.
to volume burn.
That's right.
Is the main thing, and it's like where are we focusing? So right now we got to focus on like the ecosystem, and it's not saying like, oh, we're not going to do it, but we're trying to really corral everything in so that way everything that we launch with, we're being able to keep our promise of trying to burn tokens and then bring in products that work within that ecosystem.
Yeah,
So-
and each product that is,
What's this,
it's
Pundit's
the
coin?
three things: quality, accessibility, and security.
That they
And
there
it
was
has to
some
meet all three of those.
reverse split.
So will
that makes sense.
the user get a quality experience out of using a hardware wallet? Is the first question to be asked. Is it honestly safer than writing your 12-word passphrase down on a piece of paper and then storing that in a safe? Is it easier? Is the accessibility there? Is it something you can quickly boot up, use, and have no problem? Or is it, because if it's not one of those three, and if it doesn't meet all three of those criteria, quality, accessibility, and security, then it doesn't make sense for us to do it in the current means or in the current parameters set by the current industry.
That sounds great, guys.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you for all the hard work you've been doing. I think you've been handling things really well with the community.
I see what you mean.
I'm constantly looking forward to the news and the progress you guys keep doing. So thank you.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate the questions.
Yikes. I see what you mean. Let's have a closer look at.
All right. Hey, Ryan.
How was that breathing?
I mean, that's kind of a good transition over to talking about the roadmap.
90%
talking
down.
about the key moments. So I will say the exchange. Okay, so centralized exchanges from a technology standpoint, nothing really new has really been done. At the end of the day, it's like, hey, I want to sell X token, and then somebody on the other side is like, oh, well, I want to buy X token, and then there's a internal ledger system. It's like a car. At the end of the day, it's four wheels and an engine, whether that engine be electric, whether that engine be petrol, diesel, it's still a car. And so we're looking at doing the exchange in a more new and innovative way. Now, with an exchange, that brings me pretty much to my next point. An exchange from a technology standpoint is not difficult to do. It's the and regulatory side that takes up most of our time and our framework. With the restructuring that took place at Safemoon, which has allowed us to have way more flexibility, increased efficiency, and really reduced a lot of the toxicity within the company. After that restructuring took place, and with some people leaving, some people being moved to different teams, what you're seeing is a much higher efficiency and better output of team members. And so with that, we've had to reevaluate a lot of our timelines. And so the exchange is delayed, I wouldn't say by a lot. We're currently working through some regulatory and compliance aspects, and once those are done, the implementation of the tech side of things will go down pretty quickly. So,
what are you focused on the tech and the legal stuff at the same time?
And Ryan's really focusing on putting some
high
quality features into the wallet where
that's
you
right,
won't miss
Oliver.
the exchange.
That's right.
And when the exchange does come out, the wallet's actually going to be connected directly to there. We've got some pretty cool stuff coming in regarding an exchange build that I think the Safemoon army is really going to love. So, yep, exchanges.
And they're going to continue to blame, Apple, Google Play, YouTube. Ryan Arriaga got demonetized on YouTube, supposedly. Man.
Again, our goal is to have it a seamless migration experience, get to as close to one click as possible. And we have to wait for the iOS to launch in order to meet that.
Look, I did say that the Safemoon calculator... Let's just mute these guys. That I did say that the Safemoon calculator was being powered, at least during the beta, by Gambian monkeys, and people took that as racist. So I'm not going to go ahead and say the V3 calculator is going to be calculated by wind turbines, because that is discriminatory to the other sources of renewable energy. I want to be fair to solar, as well as tidal-powered tidal energy. They can't make a basic copy of someone else's wallet, but the exchange is easy. That's right. The thing is, the exchange is the hardest thing out of everything, because a wallet is you're just accessing the BSC, BSC kind of codes. Whereas an exchange is you're owning the money. You have the money. You have the keys to the kingdom. It's just unreal. But yes, I'm not going to go with the wind turbines and Safemoon calculator, because look, I don't want to discriminate. All right, let's get back into listening. Talking about Operation Phoenix.
So, all right, let's open it back up to the floor.
Must have been a great answer, because we missed it. And there was an awkward silence.
And the next person that comes in, if you can also just mention, hey, you know, I'd like to see this next feature in the wallet. You know, go ahead and let us know before you leave.
Yeah,
we'd like to hear.
Yeah, what's your favorite feature, and you know, what's your favorite feature, and what new feature do you want to see in the wallet? So
yeah,
I only tell us
hey,
the
Mike,
things you
how's it
like.
going?
It's still only positive stuff. Who are these guys asking the
Yes,
questions?
I just have a question. I know you guys get your head chewed off about timelines and dates and so forth, but as far as token consolidation, I guess you're saying that is complete. We're just waiting on iOS. Is that correct?
Yeah, contracts written and everything. Sorry, the smart contract's written. The V2 is written. We're just waiting on iOS to complete, and then the final little tidbits for the actual migration event. So again, we're focusing on getting it to close as one click as possible.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for all your work. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Look, I'm not going to laugh at people, but man, I mean, those are the kind of people I expect
Mike,
getting involved with Safemoon.
How's it going, guys?
Just bring up
Good.
the
How are you?
Safemoon chart.
Good, thanks, man. Features that I would love to see, because I have had both of the betas so far, is to see like the reflections that we can see on safemoon.net/wallet.
Yeah, we've heard that. Okay.
Yeah,
definitely one.
Along with being able to find, and maybe I just haven't figured it out yet, is find our wallet address, like you can on TrustMoon, where you just copy, and that's what we put into Safemoon wallet on the website. I can't figure out how to find my wallet address, because when you click
go
on
to the receive button.
Okay.
Just the receive.
Room temperature IQ army.
right there.
Now that is a good one. I haven't heard that one before.
So my question is, what happens to the folks that aren't paying attention to the V2 upgrade and don't
That's a good
click
question.
the 1 or 2 buttons to upgrade to V2?
So we're not shutting down V1 immediately. It's not saying, hey, V2's launched, you got 5 minutes or you're out. It's not like that. It's going to be an actual migration process that's going to span weeks, so people can have ample opportunity. We're also going to put a lot of content, a lot of information out about it through Twitter, Reddit, to reach as many people as possible. And then we're going to give it the amount of time that it's needed to do a proper migration to V2.
That's crazy.
Will there be like an automatic migration then for folks who just don't see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, sorry. They will. It's since we're not shutting off like V1.
Mm-hmm.
You just said you will.
When they find out about it, they can hit the button and go.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I know there's a lot of people that just bought Safemoon and they're going to delete. You know, they deleted their Trust wallet and they're going to check back in 5 years or so. So I think they're going to be millionaires.
Have
but
that built in. That's already actually.
People can't even do that now.
With iOS, and it's already in the latest build of Android. So push notifications are already ready to rock and roll. So whenever that does happen,
they've got push notifications, guys.
Build, and then the first build for iOS, when that launches, they'll be able to get a nice push notification when it's available. We could add links to that as well. So if they click that, if they have to go somewhere else within the app, they can do that. So yeah, it'd be easy.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Mike.
It just gets sad.
Hey, Mr.
Like,
Crypto, how are you doing?
Oh, Mr. Crypto.
Hey, I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
Is that
good.
The real Mr. Crypto?
Good. So I have a question about the wallet, and one of the things
the real Mr. Crypto is a true scammer.
I want to say F you to my banks and close all that, but there's things like payroll, direct deposits, large purchases, and all of that. And I don't want to have all of my money in an investment that can go up or down. Like if I walk into a store and the price drops 10%, everything costs me more money. If I have all of my money in something that's volatile, that's kind of, anxiety around there. So do you guys have some sort of plans for something more stable? I don't want like tethered US dollar token. We do it ourselves at Safemoon and we do it better. So what would be the plans for something more
That's right.
stable,
They certainly
so
do scams better than Tether. Well, I don't know about that. Tether's in, what, $70 billion scam now?
How do I comment on this without commenting on this?
Or giving away too much.
Or giving away too much before that deal is inked. So again, it is freedom for the unbanked, and that is something that we focus on a lot. And how do you provide a quality, accessible, and safe experience with the products that we have, that to include the tokens, to include the wallet to include the exchange, etc. And so, yes, we do think about these things all the time, and we have solutions in the works all the time.
That's all I want to hear. It's on the drawing board. I don't need specifics.
Yeah, I think the main thing to think about is right now what we've done is we've been able to build a wallet that, until we get our next features, and our next features would be, adding custom tokens, that's pretty much almost there in terms of similarity to other wallets that have been out there and that took, some of them years to build. And we've done it in less than a few months. So I'm saying that because once we get these foundational features done and we really, really test, use the community to test and, really stabilize, that's when what you're talking about, the more fun features come. And the more I would say, the more opportunities come that we can really push the boundaries of our creativity and how we're building out the ecosystem. So the very first MVP right now, what you guys are seeing is, just
Ollie, they'll have
another
1 billion
wallet,
tokens.
But we did it in a few months, right? Not in a few
It's
years.
a trillion
And
divided by
then
1,000.
We're really going to be pushing the boundaries and then adding the new features that will come into play into.
But
our
your fiat
new
value is always
ecosystem.
going to be
And
the same amount.
That's
so
I think what everybody.
it might even be less now.
I would like everybody to remember is that we had to play catch up, right? We had to play catch up in just a few months, and we've caught up now. And now it's time for our innovation to shine. So what you're saying, things like that are going to start becoming more apparent as with the next few months.
Yeah, and the more we'll be able to integrate more of our, I would say, innovations faster and quicker, the stronger the foundation gets, and it rolls around. This kind of leads into a decent segue regarding a hot topic right now in terms of the security, Ryan.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we see a lot of, it's all over Twitter, different wallets being hacked. And a lot of that is the main thing you see is they're connected to dApps, right? People have their wallet connected to maybe something they did on PancakeSwap, and then something happened where that connection was compromised. So these are things right now with the Safemoon wallet that we're making sure, because we've always said in the very beginning, we want to make sure it's secure. Well, we haven't implemented dApps yet, and there's a reason for that. We haven't implemented just yet because there's a way you need to do it correctly. Because then you can't, there's risk exposure if you don't do it correctly. And these are security features we're thinking about, like, hey, in settings, we want to make sure that we want to be able to cut a connection. So after 20 minutes, maybe a connection will be cut.
Billing address
things
invalid.
Like this that we're going to be adding into the wallet to add security. But yeah, we see it all, and we're going to take this opportunity.
Togo. Now that's a country I haven't heard of in a while.
As much as possible on our end, so that all these stories that we see on Twitter from different wallets and people losing a lot of money, and it's so sad to see. And it's like we want to make sure that
Safemoon's developing these
on our end,
mobile
so
networks.
We're not one of those stories.
Yeah,
mesh networks.
Oh yeah, I'm here for years to come.
Safemoon's the evolution. You're missing the point, my friends. I think we're all missing the point.
I'm here long term. Take your time. It's been nothing of time so far. It's just been a good summer.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
It's been a great summer. It's been a fantastic.
Hey Ryan,
summer.
Let's kind of go over some of the Android numbers, or go over some of the numbers for the wallet right now.
Don't forget, there were 20 million people signing up for the
200,000
wallet.
200,000 devices on Android, and then of course, because there's a cap on our quote unquote beta, 10,000 iOS devices.
Correct.
And let the record show that was we launched on the 13th.
The 13th, yeah. So
of September.
Oh my gosh! I mean, and that's
20 days.
20
days. Oh, sorry, 4.9 stars, over 20,000 Google reviews. That's did those ever get added in? All the ones that got deleted, or did we have to start from?
They got added in. Some people were saying, like on Twitter, I think that some people said they couldn't see their reviews and they had to go back like 4 or 5 times. So that's with people going back 4 or 5 times. So we don't even know how many people actually left reviews and didn't go back 3 or 4 or 5 times to make sure that their review was actually counted. So, I mean, that's just one thing. I mean, it could be a lot more, but when you really look at 200,000 downloads and, or almost, and then you see that, and then you see the amount of reviews we have, I mean, it's totally in line,
Yeah.
But I almost had a heart attack when I looked, and we had at that time, I think it was like at that time it was around almost 100,000, and they dropped it down to like 2,000 reviews or something crazy.
So we had like 16,000 reviews.
We got
then
Ben Crypto.
Then they deleted the majority of them. It went back down to 2,000.
No, the guy.
And we're like, what the heck? And then we found out it's because the
guy eating $1,000 steaks.
And there were so many reviews coming in from people regarding the wallet.
That's how much it costs.
That
for this.
The algorithm on Google Play was just not used to that.
Yeah.
So.
And then good thing they reinstated it. So
yeah,
everything's good now. But yeah, I mean, when you look at the numbers and you look at the review ratio to our downloads, it's totally in line. And we're obviously I believe we're gonna see a lot more on iOS just because of our user base.
Yeah. Well, this kind of brings me to the next point. The token listings for both Swap and the wallet. So we have a listing form live now on the website. It's safemoon.net/apply. So you can go there and, the projects can go there and apply for their token to be supported on Swap by Safemoon.
They even updated
the wallet.
Their roadmap?
Yep.
And that's also where it kind of feeds into what I would say our Safemoon standard verification, on the wallet, because we will have custom token support on there. But we want to make sure people know, like, hey, these are the projects that are
Where's the roadmap?
Verified by us.
Still not up there.
And so we had the first few, like M Content, Vanity, Aqua Goat, that are already on there right now, with more to come. And so we're taking listing applications now. Safemoon.net/apply.
Sorry, Sasha.
So that is live.
And that's why
because there's only 70,000 people.
So now
or 70,000 wallets.
We can start bringing on all these token partners.
Because just talking crap, there's 70,000 people with over $1,000 worth of Safemoon. So the 2.5 million number is just ridiculous. Because all of them have like a couple dollars in Safemoon. It's just so there's only really 70,000 people with any kind of money involved. Over $1,000. Here we go, Utah office.
Found it pretty quickly. I just posted a photo of some clouds, and it took 30 minutes. I'm like, geez. But yeah, so that office is right under construction, being built out. We are hiring just for clarification, for a LinkedIn post I put out a while back. We are hiring for people in Utah to staff that office. So for the time being, no remote work. We're not hiring specifically for remote work for those roles that I put out. Sorry, we're not hiring for remote work specifically. But again, you can send your resumes in. All right, looks like we got some more speakers. All right, Mikey, how are you doing today?
With their 90+ employees, all Safemoon Discord mods.
I just got a quick question. When I go to buy Safemoon, right now only Ethereum's activated. Is there any way we can buy BNB via the Safemoon wallet?
That's in the works right now.
It is actually in the works. Yep.
Wow, Roman
that was my only question.
Isn't he like a...
Yeah,
prankster?
That's actually been in the works for a bit now. So you guys will be very, very happy soon.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Appreciate it.
I heard that name. He's pretty big on YouTube, isn't he? Pretty sure he is.
QR, how's it going?
How come no other exchanges have visited Safemoon in the last 4 months?
I just have a couple of questions.
They're probably all wised up.
Number one, about the tokens on the wallet. We are now, you guys are working on the add tokens, add custom tokens. Will those custom tokens have, like a picture, like on Trust Wallet, if you have more than 5,000 holders or whatever? Or does that require an approval of Safemoon before, you can see the official logo, let's say, of the token?
So tokens can be added in user to user. So like a user can put in the token address and then have it in there. But in order for the image to be on there, they have to go through the listing process.
This guy's tweets are great. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy around on Twitter.
Two,
So this guy's hilarious.
I have a question about the swap and liquefy function. The fund we had in the past was mostly revolved around that function.
So Thomas has addressed this in previous Safemoon Sundays already. And so when he comes on for the next one, he can address it then again. But yeah, that has been addressed.
Say Ryan or Thomas.
Okay. Thank you for that. And lastly, about the feature, the wallet feature I am looking forward to is multi-wallet support, because I know that most people's or myself, I have like 2-3 wallets and I can only import one at a time. So if you can have that multi-wallet support, would be awesome.
So
thank you.
Love that feedback.
I'll comment on that. We already have that actually in the pipeline. I wouldn't say it's sitting in our devs pipeline right now, but it's already in the pipeline, our internal roadmap. So, and that feature will actually come out with our improved encryption. So the way that we're going to do that is really cool.
Yeah,
so
don't forget, that's something I forgot about, the 15,000 bit encryption.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Going above
that's
and
going to make
beyond.
life a lot more simple, and the security is going to be, security is going to be out there, and that's all we'll say about that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Next speaker.
Is Safemoon the only crypto not going up?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
I'm sure there's other scams, but
yeah, absolutely.
One of the biggest ones that's been continuously going down.
Promoting enough, in my mind, your upcoming conference along with Thomas's conference with SunWest Mortgage, because that's going to get the word out, and I think it's a big deal that you guys are getting in front of large audiences.
Are you talking about the Malta one?
Yeah, and then Thomas is doing something with SunWest Mortgage in a couple of days.
Yes. No, we the feedback is noted. I appreciate it.
Wow, that was an interesting response.
I'm more focused on making sure that the wallet is out there versus me going out there and speaking. We were invited to that kind of stuff. I get invited to a lot of events all the time. While I'm excited to go speak and talk to other people within the industry, my main focus is the development of different items and products within Safemoon and furthering the company. But no, we will. If the community really wants us to push on that, we definitely can.
That's a really interesting
response. It's just
response.
good to know, right? That you guys are out there talking about Safemoon, representing Safemoon, and kind of spreading the word. So
there's something
that was
happening with Thomas and the CEO of SunWest Mortgages. I don't know, is SunWest Mortgages like a big company in America? I don't know. Have you guys heard of it?
All right. We're going to take the last few community questions.
Them two together.
And then
here we go.
wrap this up.
Listening now. That was nice and quick. I can go back to sleep. But, yeah, look at that.
Hey, guys. I have a question.
Got a lady speaking.
I was having some issues.
How exciting.
Connecting with the Google Authenticator. Had you guys had any thing come in with that as far as errors?
Are you
Safemoon Cajun?
So are you on Android or iPhone?
All right. That's frustrating, but I know exactly what the issue is. And it very well is probably going to crash yet again. Which is frustrating, but it is what it is. But we are back. Yeah, we are back. All right. God damn. I know exactly what the issue is as well. That's the worst thing. But...
And am I missing anything else, Ryan? I mean, we briefly talked about the Utah office, team is expanding, stuff like that. But is there anything else from...
Yeah, we're going to be doing, so add tokens. We are working on improving encryption right now as we speak. Yeah. So we've been working on that for a while. That's a big animal. I don't know encryption
should be working. Hopefully,
there's
I think I figured out what the problem is, and I fixed it. I believe I fixed it.
It's very detailed and intricate. So
oh dear. Hopefully we are back.
We've been working on how that will be rolled out.
Because I've got two monitors, and each one's switched to a separate GPU.
Adding tokens.
And I think that was what was causing the issue.
Tokens, like John said, and
so hopefully
dApps,
I've got that fixed.
dApps, like I said, we're going to be taking.
Otherwise, it's just going to be embarrassing, and we're going to crash yet again. But hopefully that is not the case. In the meantime, though, Safemoon has been tweeting out continuously, so let's just make sure we catch up on that. They're memeing now. Interesting. Oh, no, we are... Oh, God. Okay. Oh, damn it. No audio from the... All right, well, you didn't miss much. Sorry. Jesus Christ, Rob. Can't get anything right today. But all you guys missed out. That was literally the very end. Damn it. That's so frustrating. But all you missed out was he didn't say we are Safemoon, we are family. He didn't say that. I'm actually very surprised he didn't say that. Man, all right. That's interesting. I'm surprised he didn't go with the cultish talk. But geez, that was a whole lot of nothing. Then, well, I mean, there was quite a bit actually right at the start about in regards to V2. Other than that, it's interesting that he doesn't really know what's going to happen. Are they going to turn it off, or is it going to go on forever? This V1 that they're currently on. But it sounds like people actually need to actively do something to switch around to V2, and that option of switching around might not be around forever, which is incredibly worrying because people really could be losing a lot of money, so potentially, as if they already haven't lost a lot of money. But geez. I'm embarrassed about my own little IT issues. And I think the screen actually might be super bright for you guys as well. Because I've got HDR on Windows. So that might be causing a little bit of an issue. First world problems, eh? Buy a new computer and monitor, and now you've got all these issues. But I'll tell you right now, boys, if you can get a LG OLED as a computer and monitor, it's literally the greatest thing I've ever seen. V2 will drive the price up since less tokens. Not really. It'll be exactly the same. It won't drive the price up at all. I don't really understand. Well, the reason, I don't understand why they're doing it. There's really no reason for them to be doing it. But the reason Braden actually did say he's doing it is because... Let me just open up a new tab. So Braden said he's doing it is because the UI of other exchanges, the amount of zeros on Safemoon is too big. It's the 48CX. I've got to tell you, mate, if you can get it, because I'm spending so much time at home now, working from home, burger flipping from home. I decided to splurge a bit. I've been wanting to buy a new monitor, and this one, I got an OLED as my main TV, but I knew for the computer monitor, there's nothing quite like this, and I'm not really worried about burn-in because they've fixed all those kind of issues with burn-in, and let me tell you, there's nothing quite like having a 48-inch computer monitor. That's why the angle's a little bit different. That's why you guys are viewing me from up above, like the Safemoon phoenixes that you are. In the meantime, though, I also want to bring on the safe. Yeah, that is way too bright. It shouldn't be that bright. And I'm assuming if I turn off HDR now, it's going to be really messed up. Hey, yo, Rob, honestly haven't been keeping up with Scaremoon, but always enjoy your streams. Well, no worries there, JD. Unfortunately, today was a bit of a pooper. I want to get back into making those videos, as I always say, but finally got my teleprompter as well. The teleprompter has come, and I can't resort to that excuse anymore. But I'm very much looking forward to actually recording videos now. Got a new camera, been splurging, left, right, and center. But yes, that is way too bright for you guys. Apologies in advance. What else has been going on? Thank you very much for the kind words. I'm looking forward to actually some new content, some not just Safemoon stuff, but there was an interesting, not scam, but there was a token. I'm pretty sure it was a token. And there was a smart contract, and the guy mistyped something. Like, well, literally one word was mistyped, and it enabled users to get, it was $90 million. So $90 million users were able to take out more than they would deserved, and now the owner of the token's asking him for to give it back. Oh man, maybe I'll be able to find the actual article I read about it. It was a crazy story. 90 million crypto contract. Man, but it was such a crazy story. DeFi bug. Here we go. And let's get rid of this. There we go. DeFi bug accidentally gives $90 million to users. Founder begs them to return it. This was a crazy story, if you guys want to read this, about Compound. He's just essentially asking the guys to give the money back and just keep 10% as a white hat. But the way he said it, otherwise, it's being reported as income to the IRS, and most of you are doxxed. Don't even know if you guys can even read that with the bloody contrast. But that's a bit of an oopsie. Bit of a $90 million oopsie. All right, let's get back into Discord. I don't really want to listen to the Mooncast because it's going to be the exact same things all the time. All right, let's just make sure we're getting the audio as well. Properties. I mean, not my best performance today, is it? We're definitely talking. The 9th installment. I thought there'd been plenty more. All right, I'm just going to exit that for now. So, LG 48-inch, is it bright enough? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. That's not really worry with these OLED screens. It's just it's beautiful. But like the blacks, like I kind of want to get into NFTs because the way OLEDs work is that when something's black, the pixel's not actually on. Whereas LCD screens, of course, you've got the backlight, and it just looks amazing. It really does. Like, it's mind blowing how good it is. But just nice having a big screen, and you know, if you've got to work from home, or one, it's a tax deduction, and two, it's nice to spoil myself once in a while, being in lockdown, etc. But would the IRS tax be more or less than 10%? So the thing is just ridiculous. You get, if you're doxxed, the Compound guys need to give the information to the IRS anyway. It's just a ridiculous thing to say. I just found that really off from the founder. But you're gonna have to pay more than 10%, no doubt. Interesting how the tax works. I guess it'll be like a capital gain. Things that you're not really deserving. Thanks. I'm considering buying one. I have a Samsung QLED. I don't really know how the QLEDs work, but I bought a LG TV, and I was just gobsmacked at how good it looked. And as a computer monitor, I mean, I guess there's a few things that you need to be worrying about. Like you need to So I don't have the taskbar down below. Like I need to scroll down my mouse. And I mean, have a screensaver on. But other than that, I'm not really too worried about burning because I've had a TV, the LG B9, for 2 years now, and that works just a bloody treat. How do Discord bans work? Because I can't get back on the Safemoon. Yes, Discord with a new account. That's right. So this is what I do. I've got NordVPN. I can go through it with you guys. Let's just... So I can actually go through maybe how I do it. But the way you do it, I'll explain how you do it. You go... Jeez, that is so incredibly bright. God damn. I'm really sorry about the HDR. Rob, what time is it? It is 7 o'clock because we actually had daylight savings, so it actually worked out better for me. I'm not complaining about that. But right now, Ariage, it must be... What time is it in Thailand? 3:04 a.m. Gee, so he's been up all night. See you next time, Rob. Must go flip some burgers. Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy flipping the burgers. I'm not far behind you. Like, would you choose the 10% over the IRS, or would you have to pay both anyway? Well, you're going to have to pay the IRS because I can't imagine them being easy on crypto this time, especially because I think the White House is keen to pump them with like $80 billion to actually go after people now. Like, actually fund them properly, which is just crazy. $80 billion. Probably over a certain amount of time. Over 4 years or so, but... Yeah, crazy. But or would you choose the temp? Look, I'd keep it and go with the IRS option. That's the thing about the really interesting thing about Surge. So you guys might remember Surge was Safemoon Mark's token. Surge, the guy that hacked Surge, hacked. I actually do think he got hacked, but yeah, Surge got hacked. And to be honest, I don't think the guy that actually hacked it really did anything illegal. Because, I mean, all he did was interact with the contract. He didn't take anyone's money. Your value dipped, but it's the contract was flawed. So I'm not really quite sure. Oh, yes, Jonas, look at this room filled with losers. Mate, hate to tell you, but we are not the loser. We are not the loser. You want to see the loser here? You have a look at the Safemoon price. Let's have a look at those bots working away. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yes, you see it. See you later, mates. See you later, my friends. No time for trolls today. Random question, have you seen Squid Game? No, I haven't. Unfortunately, I don't know what Squid Game is. I'm not sure if I should Google it. Squid Game. It's a movie. 2021 drama. Hundreds of cash-strapped contestants accept an invitation to compete in children's games for a tempting prize, but the stakes are deadly. No, but that sounds interesting, and it's a Korean movie, Korean series. Those Koreans certainly love their kind of psychological thrillers, don't they? Rob, that was a tricky question. What was it? Sorry, what was a tricky question? The time? The time was a tricky question. 7 a.m. here. It's daylight savings yesterday, which means I lost an hour of sleep. All right, but look, I'm not going to put you guys through listening to, where are we? The Mooncast. Even the guy behind, like one of the main Safemoon scholars, doesn't even understand how it's going to work. But it's just crazy, you know. There's so many things that can go wrong with this, and it's just I don't see this ending well because these guys can't do anything right. These guys literally can't do anything right, and they're going to be transferring all these massive amounts of money. Oh, mate, no audio from... Bloody hell, Rob. There's going to be audio now. You guys ready? Now you know where I'm from. Oh, you've doxed me. I'm from the east coast of Australia, my friends. No surprises. No surprises there. Where are we? I've turned the audio on. Here we go. Now we can listen back to the
Moon swap this time, just obviously support the ecosystem. And went on there, and I just compared the value of the Safemoon that I was getting for my BNB versus PancakeSwap, and I actually still got more Safemoon for my BNB on PancakeSwap. So I don't know if that's a common issue, but that might be something that needs to be addressed, because obviously we want people to start using Safemoon swap, then obviously it's got to be competitive. And we've got to obviously encourage people to use that over other DApps.
Yeah. So with that, there ultimately is a slight variation in price between the different pots. If you have a look at the easiest chart that I've seen to use is PooCoin. If you go on PooCoin, then you can switch between all the pairings. If you switch from Pancake V1, Pancake V2, and say
you got a grown ass man telling you, representing a business, telling you to go on PooCoin. You can't make it up. Rob, did the dingo eat my baby? No, thankfully I've got no kids yet. Thankfully no kids yet. Not mature enough for kids. I've got a lot of growing up to do before I think about having kids. Man, I've got to wait for my Safemoon bag to grow. Of course. Yes, I'm from Australia. You guys have doxed me good. I fell for your trap. Fell for your trap. But look, I'm having a lot of fun. But I think we're going to end it now. How come the Genius Savior Papa isn't any... Yes, that's right. He's not in any of these calls. And the more interesting thing is... Let me just go on a quick burner. The more interesting thing is... As you can see, I've got Rob's crypto burner. Actually, what do I want to type in? I want to type in Papa Cthulhu. There we go. All right. So, Thomas Smith, they brought up this little thing that he's attending, right? We invite you to experience empathetic technology in regards to SunWest Mortgage Company, and there's something to do with Celligence, which is also owned by the guy behind SunWest, which is this guy. The whole thing's just weird. And there was a question, actually, one of the more interesting questions in this Safemoon Sunday. Excuse me. And this Safemoon Sunday was them asking about why they aren't promoting this, this empathetic technology thing that Thomas is promoting. And Braden's answer was really quite interesting. He didn't really want to touch it. He didn't want anything to do with it. So it seems like Thomas is going out on his own, doing his own thing. Safemoon is poop. Yes, you are not wrong there, Elena. Started from the bottom and still going down. Yes, definitely not going to the top. Well, it started from the bottom and it went to the top. Let me tell you. Safemoon definitely pumped unbelievably. Look at that. From March the 3rd, let's bring out the good old ruler. So from March the 3rd or so, up here, 12,000 was definitely more than 12,000% actually as well, because I'm not getting it right down here, but the amount of money you made right at the start if you got in Safemoon is just blowing. Like literally $50 for some of these people turned into millions of dollars. That's just unreal. Like, this is why people get involved into the BSC casino. Right, let's take another dose. I've got to take these guys in doses. Let's take another dose of the Safemoon safe space of Mooncast
calculator. I think from a development standpoint, it could just be very basic, and you could just have the deposits plus purchases minus the total wallet balance, and then that will just leave you. Because as far as I know, the reflections don't count as a deposit in your account, so that would just leave the remaining Safemoon, and that would be your reflection calculator. Another thing, I don't know, I don't use other cryptos, but I think if we had the button on the calculator, you know how you can press the Safemoon button and it will give you the Safemoon price. When we list everything else, there should be simultaneously a button for each individual token or whatever, and you can just hold the Safemoon button and it will bring up whichever else.
All right. That's enough BS for me for another couple of minutes. The Safemoon calculator, the reflection calculator is going to be interesting because you can't pay tax correctly, definitely in Australia, and I would wager pretty much any Western democracy, any country with income taxes, you can't pay your Safemoon tax correctly because your reflections are income, right? So you can't even track your income tax correctly, because you're supposed to pay the fiat value of the Safemoon the moment you get them. So say now Safemoon's at what, 1,500, whatever. So say one Safemoon is $1, and I get one Safemoon, I pay $1 now. Well, I'm not really explaining it well, but hopefully you guys understand what I mean. But yeah, you can't pay your taxes correctly when it comes to Safemoon. And to me, it's worrying for a lot of these people that have a lot of money. I mean, it's not really going to be too pretty. I'm surprised that Safemoon pumped up so much, but I think there was that $2 million buy, wasn't there? And I just realized that your name is actually Doggy Barista, not Doggy Batista. I don't know where I got Batista from. I'm not like Safemoon Joe, a massive fan of wrestling, but I don't know why I thought it was Batista. But so basically, Safemoon wallet is going to be like every other wallet. Yes, that's the whole thing. And this is the thing that the Safemoon army don't really seem to understand, that nothing that Safemoon is doing is revolutionary. And look, Safemoon Joe, literally in his latest video, it's titled Safemoon Lifting All Cryptos. The amount of delusion this guy must have is just unreal. Safemoon lifting all cryptos. These people live in a bubble that, they think that Safemoon is this world-changing thing. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
If you do, we are all a part of one hell of a project at the ground floor of something that could be you.
See you there, it's an user. Good to see you. As always, you're definitely my favorite guy seeing here. I've got to say, I do love your WenWallet and proof of scam consensus algorithm. I wish I was that clever. Good night, though. You think they get paid? Who's this?
Huge.
Who gets
Donald
paid?
Trump emote. So let's chill.
Prices I think maybe you're talking about the Discord mods. I think the Veno guy does. Some of the main guys would. The very, very main guys. You don't like this guy at all? Joe? Yes, Joe's definitely very annoying.
They recover. We're here to stay, so don't worry.
The worst thing is, right, Joe... the worst thing about Joe, right, he has no issues doxing someone. He doxed one of the guys, the lawyer behind Safemoon that registered Safemoon, or the registration agent. I wonder if that video is still up, right? Here we go, this one. Here we go. He literally doxes a guy. He shows he shows his address, right, where he lives. But when I expose Safemoon Joe for the criminal that he is, right, I exposed Safemoon Joe. He took that video down with a privacy complaint. So now I've got to counter it, which actually I need to do. Probably I'll do that today, hopefully. I've got to counter it, give like a long letter to YouTube saying why this is in the public interest, how I'm not really breaching his privacy because his criminal record is available for all to see in the state of Kentucky. Safemoon Joe is a true criminal called Louis Sanabria. got done for multiple financial frauds. And this guy's got a problem with me exposing factually his criminal history, where I look at it literally.
It's the only reason I'm finding
A couple of days after he filed a privacy complaint to my video, he's going into people's history, right? This guy's just a lawyer, and he's literally talking about where he
Had that
lives.
address been blanked out, and I somehow knew the address, I would not show nobody. I really want to make that clear as day. Number one. Number two, this house is amazing. Look at this house. This house.
I mean, I didn't go to the effort of showing Safemoon Joe's house, and let me tell you, boy, is it an interesting house. You know? But, you know, I'm not into doing that. I'm into exposing frauds and scammers, and Joe is a fraudster and a scammer. Or Lewis, I should say. If they mine crypto with windmills, that would be revolutionary. Though they will never do it. Yes. That would be quite nice. That would be nice. Mining Bitcoin with windmills. But to be honest, in Gambia, I don't think they probably should be using windmills to mine cryptocurrencies. They probably should be using windmills to support, you know, basic essentials. I don't know if you guys have been follow world news very much, but supposedly Gambia is the only country to be hitting the Paris Climate Agreement targets, which I find quite amusing. But of course, you know, how much does Gambia pollute? Not much. I guess the Paris Agreement is more for first world countries, not countries that are still developing, which I guess is the politically correct name, instead of third world countries. Safemoon is only crypto. Yes, it's definitely going down in a bull run. It's really sad to see, but what can you do? What can you do? I mean, I tried warning these people. People just wanted to troll and, you know, send death threats, etc. And, you know, how's that working out for them? You know, when I started making these videos, it was all the way back here. Literally here. And it's gone down a lot. Yeah, but I would have thought Safemoon is an obvious scam. To them, the price and chart don't matter. Exactly. Well, to them, the Safemoon price going down is a good thing. Just lets them buy more, buy the dip. But really, all buying the dip does is it allows the developers, the guys that got in super early at the start, you know, the developers and their family, to sell at a better price. Because you guys are pumping the price up, adding more money into the liquidity pool. This is how these tokens work. They need more money in the liquidity pool to keep the price artificially not up. Just so sad. But I want to make videos on Safemoon, but I just feel like I'm just beating such a dead horse. But the crazy thing is, there's still so many people that believe in it. It's unreal. Like, I was showing one of the guys, I was showing a picture of a guy, you know, comparing early Bitcoin to Safemoon, and they literally think it's comparable. It's, I mean, it's sad and hilarious at the same time. Yeah, it's hilarious because these people, no matter what, they still believe in Safemoon, which is such an obvious scam. But, you know, it's sad because they're losing, like, real money. Like, they're literally losing real money. And, you know, I mean, this is what the developers do, right? Look at what the developers are doing. They're literally buying or eating massive steaks covered in gold. Covered in gold. I didn't even know such a thing existed. This is how much of a pleb I am. But man, can you imagine that? You know, and these guys are getting away with everything. It's unreal, you know. These guys have made millions of dollars out of these suckers. No, the steak's $1,100. Rogue Safemoon Ape actually checked it out. Oh, man. I don't know where in England or in London it was. Gold-plated steak. The Golden Tomahawk. I don't think they're in Turkey though. With the Salt Bay guy. Evergrow coin 220 to 270 during AMA. Can't say I'm into any of these kind of tokens, unfortunately, my friend. Salt Bay actually has a London restaurant. Oh god damn, that is so bright. Sorry. Look at that. 24 karat gold. Unreal. What a waste of money. Unreal. Does it say the cost? It surely must say the cost. This is typical of the Daily Mail to actually tell us how much it costs. But it's literally 24 karat gold tomahawk steak. Aren't all the investors in it with like $100 an average? It's a perfect crime. No one is going to press. Yeah, well, that's the thing. This is the thing that really demotivated me from focusing on Safemoon, like caring about Safemoon. Is there was a chart. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to find it. Safemoon investing, and it was holder chart. There was a chart, and there's literally only 70,000 people with over like $1,000. So it's just really sad. Actually, you know what? There's not much going on in the Safemoon investing subreddit, so maybe I'll just be able to search it. But I want to find out how much, verify how much that's steak costs. £700. There you go. Jeez, he was definitely pushing his the article. £700 gold-plated steak, and this is, these guys are getting away with it. It just hurts my head. It was such an obvious scam right from the start. £700, yeah, that'd be about $1,100, I think. £700 to USD. $948. Can't imagine pumping over. I could imagine pumping. I could imagine at the start when there was hype and there was so much FOMO. I could definitely imagine people pumping like multiple thousands of dollars, But now, obviously now, I would not touch it. But I could, yeah. In London is the restaurant. That's right. But I can't imagine putting money into Safemoon now at all. But at the start of April, sure. Start of April or March, when you first heard about it, you can make a lot of money out of these scam coins, and that's, I guess, the appeal to people. But some people just don't want to admit that it's even a scam coin, which is just sad, really. But yeah, that was an interesting story. The compound story, the $90 million bug. But what I wanted to find is, here we go. Actually, we got a viewer here, I think. Elias, I think this guy is actually a viewer. But he's actually talking about, here we go, Ben Phillips and his $11,000 stake. There you go. But yes, I think this guy is a viewer. It's just crazy. It is crazy. But there was a chart that actually had the amount of holders. This would be like 2 weeks ago now. I'd love to find it because I think it just showed how dead Safemoon really is. And it was just, really obvious. Be about 2 weeks ago now. Here we go. Holders report. September the 18th. Oh, no, that was the previous one. I don't want that. Where's the current one? Here we go. So this is what really, showed me, that demotivated me from even focusing on Safemoon as much. Because look at this. So, where are we? This one actually doesn't show it that well. There must have been another screenshot. Here we go. This is it. So you have people over 1 billion Safemoon, right? Over 1 billion Safemoon is less than 2.5% of the holders. It's literally about 60,000 people that hold over 1 billion Safemoon, right? And I'd say 1 billion Safemoon is, over $1,000, right? Something like that, over $1,300 US. So it's not much money. And everyone else has less money than that. It's just crazy. Look at the amount of people that have, 0 to 1 Safemoon. Because of course you can pretty much never sell all your Safemoon. But it's tragic, really. But I think that's it. I'm just beating a dead horse. Safemoon's pumping dumb stuff out. The only way is left of the devs, most likely. Could be other people just holding the bag and literally thinking it's going to moon. I mean, the Safemoon whale is quite an interesting story. The guy was making YouTube videos, and literally an hour before he sold all his money, he was talking about how diamond-handed he is. Talking about how diamond-handed he is. He literally sold out all his $700,000 worth. All right, JDCS, I'm not long after you. I think we are going to call it quits here, my friends. It's been a decent stream, if I do say so myself, but that's debatable. Because we did crash quite a bit, but I think I fixed it. Because, I just had to switch around a HDMI cable, and that seemed to have done the trick. But it's interesting that it happened. What was this? Sorry. Just curious, if you're right, then you're right. However, what will you say if you're wrong and Safemoon does everything they say they will and become a big company? Well, this is the thing. If they do everything they say they will, there still won't be a big company. Because building a wallet is nothing amazing. Building an exchange, if I can talk properly, nothing amazing. What else are they planning to do? Building a hardware wallet? There's nothing revolutionary. Their blockchain is just going to be copy and paste. It's not going to be some kind of, Byzantine consensus algorithm, something new and amazing like that. Like what Binance is based on. It's just, there's nothing amazing about what Safemoon's doing. It's just literally copy and paste. That's why. So, what I've been saying, Safemoon being a scam, is come to be true. The devs have all pretty much sold out. Safemoon dev is currently selling as we speak. We've got guys eating gold-plated tomahawk steaks. There's a reason why I do these videos. It's because I didn't want you guys to lose money. It's such an obvious scam. So what if they do become successful? You won't change your tune. Well, they won't become successful. So I'm not worried about that. But, Safemoon literally will not be success. It's already hit its success, right? It's literally hit its success. It timed the market timing. Everything worked out very well for Safemoon, It reached unbelievable levels of success. And now, of course, being a pump and dump, it's going to dump. It's quite obvious to say. Or to see. This is all they could get when the wallet was going to be released. And it just continues to dip. Literally in the last week or so, it's hit lows it hasn't seen since early April. So you're never wrong? No, I'm never wrong. Never wrong when it comes to Safemoon. But apart from that, I'm going to call it quits for this stream. been a good stream, I'd say, but we had some technical difficulties as well. Of course, Rob's Crypto, Rob's Crypto, whatever my name is, Army. Crashing YouTube left, right, and center. Till next time, though, guys, I'll see you later. And who knows, whenever I'll be making videos. For Safemoon to be a success, they need to a time machine to go back in 2010 and release the wallet and exchange. That's right. That's right. Because there's nothing amazing about what Safemoon's doing. Please. The man is never wrong. That's right. That's why you should watch my videos. Don't watch the live streams. Don't watch the YouTube shorts that I've done. Watch the actual videos, right? Tell me what I've been wrong about in my videos. Literally, it's been 2 months since I made my video, right? I called out Surge for being a scam, not being able to go down ever. How'd that work out? People lost a lot of money off Surge. Let's have another look at something else that happened. How's the wallet going? Oh, you mad? You trashed Safemoon from the beginning. Suck it up, Buttercup. Are you talking about me? Of course I was trashing Safemoon since the beginning. Not since here. I mean, I started making videos in May. Literally here. I think the 28th of May was when I started. Anyone who thinks they are never wrong is pretty audacious. Yes. I'm Nostradamus Rob. Should watch my other videos. Bless the trolls. Let's see. Are they talking about me here? No, they're not. Not yet. I mean, they always talk about me here. I like this one. There's this really dedicated YouTuber spreading false claims and defamation about Safemoon named Rob. So your nickname is unlucky, that's all. Just got a YouTube comment. Feel like I got scammed for real. Hate to break it to you, my friends. Hate to break it to you. These guys also literally think everyone's me. Oh god. Yeah, these guys literally think everyone is me. It's just crazy. We're all wrong sometimes. Yes, we are indeed. But Safemoon is a scam, and you know I'm not wrong on that. Not well. You know, come on now. How obvious do you need it to be? Looking a bit neck beardy too. I definitely need to have a bit of a trim. But all right, now for real. I think I've answered my. Look, I'm not running away from questions. I'm more than happy to answer any and all questions. You guys just came right at the end. And that is going to be it. Going to be a stream for real this time. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys soon.